Hello everybody and welcome to One Player. Today, back on the table, it's another entry from Season 1 of Paper Pinball. This is a lovely little dice game from Metal Snail Idea Workshop. If you do not already, go check them out on itch.io. They just create the weirdest, bestest little stuff, and this is one of them, Paper Pinball. It's fantastic. You've seen the other episodes, or if you haven't, go back and watch them. We are having a Discord-wide high score battle to determine the pinball champion of the channel. And so, without further ado, let's get into it. We are playing Goblin Circus. The interesting part about this board is that, well, one, there's this giant ramp, which gets us to a jackpot. And when we trigger the jackpot, we roll 3 dice. If 2 of them match, we times the total by 2. If 3 of them match, we times the total by 5. So it's a bit of a... well, you could get really lucky and get a big high score. But you could also get really unlucky and get, a 1, a 2, and a 3 and score 6, and then that would be sad. We've also got Super Multi-Ball. So Multi-Ball is relatively easy to get, well, easy-ish to get. You've got the 6, 7, 10, and a 4, 7, 8. To get Super Multi-Ball, which is you can add the sum of all 3 of your dice and write that into a space. And then we've got the usual times 2 to bumpers, times 2 to ramps, etc. That should be it. I think let's just dive in. We're going to roll 2 dice at once, as you know. And we're starting off with a nice 9. So I've got this giant marker for some reason. I can't find my little one, but start off with a 9, and you'll notice that there are no 9s on the board, so I think what we'll do is probably just start... Let's see. We can also... oh yes, that's right. We can mark one of these magnets to ignore a roll and re-roll any or all of the dice. So, I won't do that with a 9. 9's okay. But just to know we've got 5 re-rolls here, as well as our 3 balls remaining. We've got a double, and it's a 4, and that'll give us a third of the way towards that multi-ball, so I feel okay about that. We've got a 7, that'll get us... I'm going to focus on 1, I think, before splitting. And an 11, which I don't mind. Let's figure out the flexibility of this here ramp. So if I go... obviously, if I get Super Multi-Ball, we can get up to 18, and that would be the highest number we can possibly get, 666. But if I start here with a 6, say, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that would give me, I need an extra 2. So I think if I start this around 6 or 7, it'll probably be okay. That's what I'm going to aim for. But we'll see. We'll have to see. It's another 9, and I think that these bumpers are in a set, and these bumpers are in a set. That's the kind of inkling that I'm getting. So I think I'm okay to put a 9 in here, but then obviously I can't put another 9 in here, as you cannot match numbers in sets of bumpers. That's an 8, and that means we've got ourselves a multi-ball. That is lovely. So we've got ourselves a multi-ball. That means we can roll 3 and pick 2. So that should help us on our way to, hopefully, some super multi-ball. We can get a 7 here. It might be worth just firing off Super Multi-Ball right away. We're trying to get to it right away. We've got a 4 or a 2. All right, let's do a 2. Let's do double to bumpers, or at least attempt it. That's fine by me. We've got a 7 or a 10. I'll take a 10. That's 4, 6, and 4 there. Lovely. We've got another 2, so I don't mind that. We've got an 8 or a 9. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I feel like that's a bit much. I think 8 here is a bit too high, so I'm going to put 8 in one of the bumpers. I think 7 is probably the highest I'm willing to go with this. And here we are, we've got a chance to do just that. We've got 3 or 8 or 7. I think I'm going to stick with, I'll go with 7 in the ramp. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It gives me 3 degrees of freedom. I need to roll some good numbers. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go for it. This might be a bit risky. This might be a bit too high, you know. I'm not sure. I really need to roll this 6 so I can get Super Multi-Ball pretty quickly now. I've got a 9, which is not going to help me, or I've got a 7, which I will probably just throw in here. That's a 7 there. I've got a 10, I've got a 9, I've got... Do I throw 10 in the bumpers as well? I mean, we're going to have to start ignoring some rolls with these magnets, I think, pretty soon, if we don't get what we need. Like, right now, we're probably aiming for... Ooh, that's bad. That's a bad roll. That's not a good roll at all. Because we've got 7 or 10, neither of which we can put in here. I cannot put a 10 in here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That removes pretty much all of my freedom. So I think I'm going to fill in one of these magnets and ignore this roll, which seems a bit silly, given that it's, you know, it would be usually quite a good roll. Oh, that's a pleasant noise, isn't it? Sorry about that. Oh, come on, I just need a 6. This could be 9. Again, we cannot put anything in here. Okay, we're going to have to go with 9. So 7, 9, that doesn't look like a 9. 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're down to 2 degrees of freedom there, so we're going to have to really work for our 10s. This is still not a 6, because we don't have multi-ball yet, so this is either a 4 or a 5, or a 3. And I think what it is a take one of these, I'm afraid. We've got a 6. 4 and a 2, that's a 6. We'll take Super Multi-Ball, that's fine. So, I still want a 10, because I still don't want to go, you know, too high, but I can get a 10 by using all of my dice rather than just one. As it is, we've got an 11, and I think I'll use the 10 for this. Because again, I can choose, right? I can choose to use the sum, or I can just stick to the regular 2 dice. So I'll put a 10 in here, and that's looking pretty good. Ooh, that's not great. I can throw a 6 in the middle here, which 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is kind of funny, at least. Well, I mean, it's not that funny, but it's at least a nice kind of set of numbers. Really need some 12s, and I could do an 11. So any time now, that would be great. That is a total of 9, which is not high enough to go in the ramp and is not going to help us anywhere else. So we're going to have to do a magnet there, unfortunately. Now remember, instead of losing a ball, we can lose multi-ball. Although, in this occasion, we might not want to do that, just given that we now need Super Multi-Ball to get to the end, to get to the jackpot. Oof, that's a big roll. Okay, that's an 11, so that's good. I mean, it would be nice to throw things like 16 in one of these bumpers, but alas, we haven't been able to do that. But that's an 11, so we'll throw an 11 in there. That's good. Now we need a 12, please. That's 8, or 6, or 5, and neither of those are going to work. We're literally just holding out for the biggest of numbers now. So 12 and above, essentially. Maybe I've painted myself into too small of a goblin corner here. 9 is the roll, and I think that's going to be a no as well. Right, what is that? 6 plus 5 plus 4, that's way too high. 11, 15, so if you put 15, 16, 17, 18, we cannot get to the jackpot, even if we tried. Now I can choose to lose a ball instead. So it says instead of losing a ball, you may lose multi-ball, which I'm taken to understand that if I lose a ball, I don't have to lose multi-ball. Is that true? Rather than filling a zone, you may lose a ball if you're able to fill a image around. Yeah, so 15 is a lovely roll, but unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to lose something. Do I lose Super Multi-Ball or do I lose multi-ball? I'm not certain. Well, obviously, if you lose multi-ball, then you can't have Super Multi-Ball. I'm guessing that if we lose a ball, we can lose super multi-ball instead. So I suppose we'll have to do that. And then really the game becomes if I can get a 12, if I can get a double 6, which doesn't seem likely. So we've lost... Wait, no, we haven't lost multi-ball, we've lost super multi-ball. But that's going to be bad. That's 5, that's a 7 or an 8, which again we don't have anywhere to play, so that's 1 ball lost. I think this is going to be the end of our game. 6, that would be a 12, but we don't have super multi-ball anymore. So that's 6, 9, again no 12, rubbish, and double 6 please. No, 6, 10, 11. That's 3 balls lost, and we are done. That was a quick game. Let's see what we get. We didn't get any bonuses to bumpers or to ramps, unfortunately. We get... oh, sorry, these are 10, so 5 and 5. So I've got 60 here, unfortunately. So then I've got 90. It's a rubbish score. Goodness me. It's a score of 157, but let's play again and see if we can beat it. Right, we're back. Look what an absolute mess that pen's made. The entire sheet is stained pink. So remind me not to use that pen again. I've gone and found my other one. My lucky pen, I'll call it, because this is when I scored the high score on stream. I've also found myself a lucky dog, so you might be able to hear him snortling in the background. And hopefully he will bring me immense dice rolling fortitude. So, oops, not 2, only 2 this time. So we're starting again. I think I'm going to try and get this a little bit lower. Maybe start with 5. I think maybe 7 was a bit too much. We kind of pickled ourselves into a pickle. Yes. So that's a 7. And we'll take a multi-ball again. Obviously, I think that is the definite strat that we can all agree on. And another one. So I don't mind that. I think, yes, the definite strat is to get the multi-ball ASAP, and we're doing well. We're moving towards that, so that's nice. I haven't had a dog snortling in my videos for a while now, so it's kind of a nice change. Hi, friend. Let's place an 8 into one of these bumpers here. And that was a 5, so we've got another 8, which I suppose I can put in another bumper, really. I mean, why not? I suppose the answer to that question is that maybe it's not a good idea, but here we are. This is what we're doing. We'll put a 9 in here too. Again, I'm thinking about starting this with a 5. Cousteau is watching the dice intently, which I appreciate. Look at that. A 4. Don't mind if I do. We've got ourselves a multi-ball. That's good, isn't it? Multi-ball, and we've got a 7. We've got a 5. Do we need anything else? We can't make a 10, obviously. We don't have a 2. Yeah, okay, I'm going to go with 5. That's what we're going to do. This is the play. Starting the jackpot ladder with 5, and let's see what we can do. Goodness me, what a score. All right, well, I think 12 is going to go into the... does it go onto the ramps, or does it go... Yeah, it's got to go to the ramp. Well, let's double up our ramps. I mean, hopefully we can score on the ramps this time a bit better than we were able to last time. We've got a 5 and a 6. Do we go with 6 in here? I think we probably do. 6 there. What do you think about this? We've got a 7. I mean, we can make it all the way along. I don't know if the jackpot's honestly worth it. You know, like the maximum you can score. Well, I suppose if you get 666, then you are scoring a lot. That's 18 times 5, which I don't know the math to at the top of my head, but it's a lot. Okay, we're doing pretty well with the ramp at this point. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, and I don't mind it. I mean, obviously we'd want to get higher. Oh, maybe I should have gone for a 10. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for a 10. Sorry, I know once you've written, it's like chess when you take your hand off the piece. But I think what I'm gonna do is go for 10. That's a 6 and a 4, and now we've got super multiples. So now we can really start cranking things up if we need to. So like this, for example, can be a 7, as well as a 5 or a 6. Or if we want to put it, I mean, that's actually not very helpful, is it really? I think we're going to put a 7 in here. I mean, we're getting the same pattern as we did last time. These kind of middling numbers, 7s, 8s, and 9s around in the bumpers. That's another 7, which we can put down here. I don't want to lose multi-ball already, so let's keep it rolling. Hopefully, right. That's better. We've got an 8. We can also put it in as a 12 or a 9. Which, I mean, I think if I can keep it sequential, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, that still gives us 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That gives us 4 degrees of freedom. Yeah, okay, I'm going to go with a 9 in there. Maybe I'll regret it. I don't know. We can still get a 2 and a 12. Oh, yes, and of course we can still ignore rolls, so... Right, that's an 8 plus a 3 is 11. Interesting. I think 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, this is maybe, again, the same place that I made a mistake last time. That's a 9, which cannot go anywhere, so we're going to have to ignore that with our magnet. Right, because I can't place a 7 in here, and I can't place a 9 in here either. Yeah. That looks more promising. That's a 13. Yeah, okay. I'll take a 13. 13, 14, 15, 16. We've still got 2 degrees of freedom along the line. That's a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 again. Or I can put a 6 in here. Let's put a 6 in here. And remember, we've still got magnets, so we're not doing terrible. This is a 10, which I suppose I'll throw in there. Now we're only reliant on magnets. A 12, sorry, 2, a 12, and some magnets and stuff that's over 13. That's an 11, which would have been good to go somewhere. As it is, I think we're going to have to start filling these in. Goodness me, this is a tricky map. We've got a 12, and that's just... Oh, no, that's good. That's good. We can use it for the bumpers. Right. Okay, now we just need a double 1. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we're going to have to... Another magnet. This is the outro again, the outro of the game. Oh, this is good. This is good. 5, 9. No, it's 13. Annoying. When you get up here, you're really pushing it to get the highest numbers, aren't you? Maybe I've got to play this way more steady. I don't know if the jackpot is honestly worth it to really go all out for. Although I suppose you have to keep rolling. You have to hit the jackpot if you don't want to lose. Like, you can't end the game without losing all of your balls. So, or getting the jackpot. So if you, yeah. So you really need to try and get the jackpot. So maybe I need to play this less aggressively, is what I'm telling myself. So we've got a 9, we've got an 8, we've got nowhere to. I mean, I don't know why I'm even talking about it. We've got nowhere to write it. So it's because we either need a 2 or a 14. That is a 15, and I'll take that all day long. 6, 15, yes, 15. Right, now we're really into tricky territory. That's a 9, and we're going to have to ignore it. Right, now we're going to start losing balls, unless we get a 2 or a 17. That's a 12, and as such, we are going to lose ourselves a ball. What do you think about these, Cousteau? What do you think about these dice? That's going to lose a ball too. Do you think they're on our side? Yeah, I don't think so either. Oh, we've got ourselves a 2. That's brilliant. All right, well, that's fair enough. That's good. That's a good roll, mate. No complaints there. 4, 5, 6, and we've lost our 3rd ball. And we do not, again, collect the jackpot. That is a shame. But we do get double bumpers, double ramps. So maybe our score is going to be better. Let's see. Double bumpers, double ramps. Oh, you know, I should have lost the ball before. Well, no, it wouldn't have mattered. I still needed super multi-ball to meet this anyway. So yeah, I could have lost multi-ball, but it wouldn't have made any sense. That's really nice. Thanks very much. That's a comforting lick on my arm. It's okay. I'm not taking this personally. Bumpers. 0 for the jackpot, 0 for the extra scoring zones, which I don't think there are any. And I think, have we got a high score? I think we might have. 242 plus 90, that's 332. That's 21 points higher than my last score. So looks like going for the lower starting jackpot ramp is actually a better idea. So keep that in mind if you're going to play this one. Let me know how you do. Come join us on the Discord. There's a high score command. You can get access to the Google Doc and throw your high scores for all of Season 1 of Paper Pinball right on there for everyone to see. Lovely, lovely stuff. This is a good one. It's an interesting twist. I mean, they all are interesting twists. Metal Snail Idea Workshop, hitting it out of the park again. Go check this out. I'll leave a link to itch.io in the description. If you haven't already, check out the Patreon. Come join us on the Discord, as I've mentioned. Drop this video a like if you have enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new. That's going to be it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you later.